Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The hate that's going on in our world right now in the United States is terrible. There's so many things going on. It's so many people that hate each other. We have to find a way to stop this hate among us. We have people from other countries attacking people in the United States for a war that's in another country. It doesn't make any sense at all. There is absolutely nothing we can do to stop two other countries from fighting each other that has been fighting each other for years, for centuries. And yet people are attacking each other or being radicalized or whatever you want to call it. It makes no sense at all. I know people have heard by now, but there was an attack in Colorado. It says special FBI agents giving an update about the Boulder, Colorado attack on marchers for Israeli hostages. Michalek confirms there were 6 victims between the ages 67 and 88, all of whom were transferred to local hospitals. The suspect has been identified as a 45-year-old man named Mohamed Sabry Soliman, who was heard to yell, "Free Palestine," during the attack. Now, again, this is alleged. This is what they're saying they have so far, as the FBI are continuing their investigation into what's happened in Boulder, Colorado. And here's a news report from Fox News.
We're trying to learn more. We're trying to also effort some images there, but a difficult Sunday evening news to hear of what the FBI is calling a terror attack. Now, the local affiliate, KDVR in Denver, talking to some individuals that appear to be part of this group called Run for Their Lives. Again, supporting, having a walk on a Sunday afternoon to support the return of all of the hostages, Israeli hostages in Gaza. One of the organizers saying that they are devastated by this, and we're trying to find out exactly what happened and why this happened. Police have evacuated that area. If you are watching this, hearing this in the Boulder area, stay away from that downtown area. They're clearing the scene. We're also hearing that local officials are preparing soon to have a press conference. Well, we will learn more about this. You're seeing now we've got a live shot here of Boulder, Colorado, where we're awaiting a press conference imminently. That's what we know. We will continue to bring you more. I'll broaden it out. Joined here by Molly Line, Lauren Simonetti, and Jason Chaffetz.
Yeah, before I want to say that, the other thing that makes me upset is it's selfish for a person to do something like this. Just like the gentleman that shot the 2 people in D.C., that killed the 2 people in D.C., that, of course, everyone knows. They were just about to be married. I mean, he was just about to propose. They was going back to their country to ask their family for permission to be married. It's fiancés. And you kill them. How do you think violence will stop violence? How does that make sense? It's not even an eye for eye, because it's not the people that's being hurt that came over here and tried to do something. This is people that have nothing to do with what's going on in the situation. If you wanted to do something, you could have went to that country and fight for them. But instead, you come over here and you attack innocent people that have nothing to do with this. And then you think you get off because you yell, "Free some country," as if that's going to make a difference. That is selfish. You don't realize how many people you've messed up, how many plans, ceasefires, anything that could have been going on that you don't know about because your own selfishness took it upon yourself to think that you have the answer to do something that the whole world and all these world leaders can't seem to figure out. So that's an issue in itself. That's definitely some mental issues going on there.
not the way we thought, guys, we would start the big weekend show, but a stark reminder of the threat that we live in, Molly.
Yeah, a targeted terror attack there in Boulder, Colorado. That's the way this is being described. We can look, this is where we're expecting the press conference to occur here at any moment. We're keeping an eye there for the authorities to step up and give us some insight into what more they know about what happened here, how severe the injuries are, perhaps how many people are injured. We know that there's an incredible response there on the ground of first responders, and that area, in the area that they're looking at, in the area where they believe this attack occurred, has expanded and expanded outward, that they're blocking further and further out in this territory, and of course an investigation underway as well. We're still looking for more information about a perpetrator or perpetrators, so there are a lot of unanswered questions at this point in time.
Yeah, the Boulder Police Department expanding, as you said, Molly, that evacuation area to the 1,200, 1,300, and 1,400 blocks of Pearl Street between Walnut and Pine Street, also including the 1,500 blocks between Pearl and Pine Street. I've been to this outdoor mall many times. And at a beautiful, by all accounts, beautiful Sunday afternoon. People should be able to be there in peace and safety, but a massive response. Fox's 31's Jim Hooley said he was there near the ground, near where this happened. Also said there was a woman in severe condition on the ground, but was able to help two other women who had burns on their calves. So a big response to it.
Jason, let's listen in now. I believe some of the local officials holding a press conference at this moment.
Very preliminary information about an attack that occurred here in downtown Boulder at about 1:26 p.m. today. At that time, Boulder dispatch received several calls to the county courthouse located at 1325 Pearl Street here in Boulder. The initial callers indicated that there was a man with a weapon and that people were being set on fire. The initial response by our officers, we were on scene very quickly. When we arrived, we encountered multiple victims that were injured with injuries consistent with burns and other injuries. While our officers and paramedics and fire department personnel got those victims quickly to the hospital, our officers were pointed out, a suspect was pointed out to our officers on the scene. Our officers immediately encountered that suspect who was taken into custody without incident. That suspect, who I'm not able to ID at this time, was taken to the hospital with some minor injuries as well. And there's a lot more we're investigating right now before I'm able to release information on that person. The scene itself is contained, but we have a large area here in downtown Boulder closed off right now. Businesses have been closed, and we have asked people to avoid the area. This area is not safe yet. We're dealing with a vehicle of interest. We're dealing with a large area that we are making sure it's safe before we allow people to come back into the scene. If your vehicle is here in the several block perimeter that we have, please follow our social media. We will announce when the roads are open and people can retrieve their vehicle as well. I appreciate everyone's patience as we work through this complex scene. What I will say lastly is, this was a beautiful Sunday afternoon in downtown Boulder on Pearl Street, and this act is unacceptable. I hope you'll join me this evening as we're working through this investigation. We are working, I just came from the command post. We've got dozens and dozens of people here, our state, local, and federal partners, working through this to figure out exactly what happened. I ask for a little bit of patience as we do that, but also I ask that you join me in thinking about our victims, the families of those victims, and everyone involved in this tragedy. Our hearts go out to them, and we are going to do everything we can to work as hard as we can throughout the evening to provide more information and get answers for everyone. With that, as I stated, it would be irresponsible for me to speculate right now on motive and other things. I will take maybe a handful of questions, but then I've got to go back to a briefing.
I had a quick one.
Yes, Shaw.
Was an actual protest going on when this occurred? Were a group of people gathered and were words said that would indicate this had anything at all to do with that protest?
So what I will tell you, on Pearl Street, it's a walking pedestrian mall downtown here. There was a lot of people out. Very beautiful day. There was a group of pro-Israel people that were there in a peaceful demonstration. I wouldn't even call it a protest. I believe that happens frequently down here. They were there in that area. We are looking and actively interviewing victims and witnesses to determine if that group was targeted or others, and we just don't have those answers yet. Those are things we hope to be able to provide you later this evening.
And God bless those people. God bless them. I mean, man, like I say, it's ridiculous. What is going on with these people? Why are so many people so angry and doing things that it won't help the cause at all? You're only helping your own cause, your own personal views or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. It's terrible that what's going on out here. It's the way people reacting to it, the way people are doing things, again, taking it on yourself to think that you can fix what basically most of the world is trying to figure out or trying to help. And you come over here and you destroy innocent people's lives that's not even in that country. It makes no sense. I mean, I hate to say, man, I hope they bury these people. They have to make stronger laws to stop these people from doing all this crazy stuff to innocent bystanders that don't have anything to do with the war. I mean, you tearing up people's lives. All these people having to go to the hospital now. You might have changed their lives forever. And what are you going to do? So here's an update from the FBI.
Especially to those who have family or friends injured in this tragedy. We have surged resources and personnel to the scene. Our special agents, our victim specialists, and evidence response teams are doing everything they can to assist our law enforcement partners. In the coming days, we will continue to support the victims and help uncover the events leading up to this terrible attack. Know that we stand with you, we grieve with you, and we are here to help for as long as it takes. We're early in the investigation, but some details have emerged. I'm able to confirm there are 6 victims, ages 67 to 88. All of them have been transported to local hospitals. This attack happened at a regularly scheduled weekly peaceful event. Witnesses are reporting that the subject used a makeshift flamethrower and threw an incendiary device into the crowd. The suspect was heard to yell, "Free Palestine," during the attack. The subject has been identified as Mohamed Sabry Soliman, and he's 45 years old. The FBI is processing the crime scene and the subject vehicle and interviewing key witnesses. We're assisting Boulder police and providing technical, analytic, and additional forensic resources. As a result of these preliminary facts, it is clear that this is a targeted act of violence, and the FBI is investigating this as an act of terrorism. Sadly, attacks like this are becoming too common across the country. This is an example of how perpetrators of violence continue to threaten communities across our nation. It's our job, the FBI, the Boulder Police, and our law enforcement and community partners, to bring these criminals to justice and keep our communities safe. We're asking for the public's help as we continue to investigate this horrific act of violence. I'll direct anyone that has phone calls, that wants to make phone calls, to 1-800-CALL-FBI. And if you have digital evidence, whether that is video or social media posts or anything that can help the investigators, please send that to fbi.gov/Boulder Attack, BOULDER-ATTACK. Our strength as a society comes from our shared values and our commitment to protecting one another. Any attempt to protect Any attempt to divide us through fear or harm has no place in Boulder, in Colorado, or anywhere in our nation. We stand in full solidarity with those targeted, and we will continue to ensure that justice is pursued swiftly, that support is provided to victims and their communities, and preventative action is taken to protect everyone's safety.
And I pray these people are able to get the justice that they deserve.
Outrage.
And I definitely hope these people are able to get their lives back on track. Like they said, this is peaceful protest that's been going on for some time now with no issues. So obviously this guy knew about these protests, and he was out there to destroy these people's lives, thinking that he knew better than everyone else what the world could do, what he could do to change what's going on with the Israeli and Palestinian war. So, oh man, let's pray. Let's pray. All right.